50s when Marlon Brando and James Dean wore denim in cowboy movies and other movies of rebellion. Jeans became the symbol of rebellion, and youth in America wanted to look as cool as James Dean.
Even up until now, people are still referencing them. Now, what archive item is your favorite?
We have thousands of pieces in the archive in Kansas, but in the exhibit today, we have 37 pieces that represent different innovations of Lee's history. And my very favorite that you'll see on exhibit is a women's union-all made in 1918.
Wow, I want to see that. Okay, now what is the most important denim lesson you have learned in the 125 years of Lee?
I think the most important lesson about Lee over the last 125 years is Lee has always worked to provide innovative fabrics, innovative fits, and designs to meet customers' needs in their everyday life.
Excellent. May I please call on business development manager for Lee, Mr. James Carey, as we cut the ribbon.
Invite the guests also.
Can I invite all of the guests to come closer? Don't be scared. Now, if we're all ready for this celebration of Lee's 125 years, please join me in counting down. This is the fun bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To celebrate 125 years of Lee Jeans history, and it's very fitting that we have 125 Buddy Lee dolls to introduce you to the new product line for Lee 101 Plus. Buddy Lee introduced each new denim product for Lee from 1920 until 1960, so it's very fitting that he introduced you to the anniversary product line today. We have 37 pieces from the archive on exhibition here. The first two I want to share with you both relate to Lee's heritage in making workwear. And Lee began to first made overalls, and then in 1913, a major innovation, he sewed a jacket and pants together to make what became Lee's union-all, the first union-all one-piece outfit in workwear in the U.S. And over the years, there's a timeline here to the side that I hope you'll come back and read a little bit more to see some of the milestones in the brand's history. We have two pieces that represent and show you a little, just a glimpse of Lee's history. In 1949, these bandanas were being sold for $1 a piece. We made them in red and in blue. And around the interior perimeter, you can see the 6 factories across the United States. So Lee was a nationwide brand, although it started in Kansas. It expanded to Indiana, to Trenton, New Jersey, to San Francisco, as far north as Minnesota. And so the factory buildings are shown here, as well as the major product innovations of Lee's history up to 1949. Something else I want to point out is time books that are something that Lee gave away to workers, particularly railroad workers. And they made a special pocket in the jackets that were worn by the railroad men. You'll see that upstairs. And it was an inside breast pocket where they would keep these time books inside. The charts show where men could keep track. Each page would be a month of the year, and would list the date that you worked and the hours that you worked, the route that you went on, and also how many hours you worked. So this was a way for the workers to keep track of their time and compare when they got their paycheck, you know that they got paid what they should have been paid. But inside the book, as you open it up, before you got to your page where you kept records, there were advertisements telling you all the wonderful features of Lee workwear. So they were reminded every day how all of the different things that provided durable workwear for them in the studio. So if you'll follow me, we'll go upstairs and see some of the artifacts. So if you stay here, I'm going to talk a little bit about this piece and then the workwear that's here in the center. We'll just wait till everybody gets up upstairs. My favorite pieces in the archive collection is the women's union-all, and that's what's back here behind me. This union-all was made in 1918, so that was during World War I. Lee had made 1913 started making union-alls for men, and when the men in the U.S. were going off to war, women had to go to work in the factories. So Lee made union-alls specifically for women. It's a lighter weight fabric than what was made for men. It was to cover their clothing, and the only difference in the design between the men's and the women's was to put tabs at the wrists and at the ankles, so that their clothing would be protected underneath, and so that their clothing wouldn't be caught in machinery. So this is one of my favorite pieces. We don't have one in the Kansas archive. I'm jealous that the PH archive collection has that. I want to talk a little bit about some of Lee's workwear history. The first garments that he made were actually overalls. And we have two pairs here that are not, we don't have any from the very earliest years. Not in Kansas and not in this collection either. You know, workwear is something that people wore and wore and wore until it wore out. So it's very rare that those pieces still exist. These two pairs happen to be from this is from the 1930s, and this pair is from sometime between 1923 and 1950. But Lee started out making these basic bib overalls, and as they talked to their customers, they learned what the customers needed, and even every small detail was important. So Lee would make changes each year almost to add other features that accommodated the customer's needs. For example, this bib overall is one of the, not the final design, but you can see that it has four sections to the pocket. And the center pocket is triangular. That's where you would keep a pencil. In 1943, they patented the design. There was an improvement on this pocket that actually had two slots for pencils. And there was a stitch across the bottom, in the middle of one, so that as a worker sharpened his pencil and it became short, he could have the short pencil in one pocket and a brand new pencil in the other. The people could still afford to buy workwear. Lee had previously introduced triple needle stitching for extra durable. I should have pointed that out on this pair. There's triple needle stitching. Well, I can show it here. This is a good example where you can see 3 rows of stitching to reinforce the seam so that things don't pull apart. In the 1930s, to try to make it affordable for customers, they went back to a double needle stitching. So it's one of the elements that we know this was